classic car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise a bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We going honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Let's go. First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Jet sweep to start the drive. And he's got some space here.
You better click off. You better click off, man. Make it look silly. You better click off.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, if they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there, that means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane. And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger. Now Dobbins again on second down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 40-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt. Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Jackson being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there. And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to...
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
J.K. Dobbins, a 23-yard run.
Good block out there, Andrews.
Will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
Good block, Andrews.
The storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there. Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they? No. That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Come on, let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing, Love.
Yes, sir. Punt that. Punt that.
And we'll see this offense try to spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And on 4th down, honors the punt team, sending this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
First carry now for Pierre Strong.
Good run, boy.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson. It's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Prochet.
You absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep, and he went backwards. They'll be down at the 30. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. Dobbins trying the left side. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Here's Jackson to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. The mistake there by the offense was they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision.
Really?
It reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner.
Really?
To pick with the pick 6.
And those guys
Really?
designation, sometimes they get a little bit involved in games because people try to
That's my problem.
They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And now the rookie's free.
No.
And how about that return as he's hauled away inside the 20-yard
Fucking go.
line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. On the move to his left.
Yup.
It's Bateman.
Superstar corner ain't gonna save you over there on that side.
Rashad Bateman.
Superstar corner ain't gonna save you on that side.
And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 25. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On play action. Love to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also
he seemed to last it out.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone.
Not seen the last it out. Trust me.
Running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
First down, Love to pass. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he's got it inside the 10.
I always say safety all the time. That's how I throw streaks. That's me. That's my fault. I always throw streaks. Play the safety all the time.
There's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than
my fault. We got who we was playing. It's all a wrap. Streak.
There for the touchdown.
And that throw pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points.
If you cheat that guy up all you want to, they make it easy for him to get blocked. Trust me.
We haven't even left the first half.
Cheat him up.
We're certainly on pace for
Cheat him up.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first.
Cheat him up. Put him in block.
And get things going in their direction.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Jackson will look to throw it. Going up top. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And the Colts will take possession of the football. So they took their shot. That was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Slot man moves right. They'll run right side with Mostert. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Love. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
He'll be
out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Running the counter with Mostert, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. That's swung out to Mostert. Touchdown, Colts! Raheem Mostert from 17 yards out. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll go again with Dobbins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Love, they go play action now. Going deep here for Watkins.
Get the fuck out of here!
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Oh, man, that was a pick.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their
That's
lead.
crazy. That's crazy.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
The Colts kicking team is out there
that's
now,
crazy
and
right there.
Send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get
That's crazy right there.
The 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Yeah. That's crazy.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From the 27, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out.
Oh, they fucked me on that
This is
interception.
going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
We really finna run the clock the whole second half.
2nd and goal from the 1.
He's kidding me.
Again, it's Mostert. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Man, that really fucked me.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
That fucked me right there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
All right, fellas. We got time.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A good
gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Another run here with Dobbins.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both
go back and watch the game, how they played me on that pick.
Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Five yards remain on second down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Real quick.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They go play action now. Jackson dancing to his left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. The tally there, -8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
4th down, here's Jackson. Got a man, it's Schwartz complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Come on,
Stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Come on!
A measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Gotta figure this
this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. A bad time for a full start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Now Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And that'll be
and I pressed the wrong button. We'll take it. We dropped the last one.
7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages.
We pressed the wrong button.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And they'll start the drive here with an end around, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Play action this time with Love. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega right side. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL.
We need this shit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Second and 5.
Check pitch. Yellow, go.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Nigga ain't even gonna call the play. That's sweet.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
The clock ain't right. God damn.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Love now. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they're kind of like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Play action. It's Jackson.
That's the ball, dog.
Incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football.
Far too loose with the football.
4th pick of the ball game. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson. And that will be incomplete as well.
That open man that time ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Kill it. Kill it. Wide the fuck up. Missed it.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
Oh my God!
Batted down. It will go the other way.
Nigga wide open.
John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it.
Oh,
This time
man.
it doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Down inside.
God damn, that nigga wide open.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Tam Jung, man.
The last
Tam
run
Jung,
got
y'all.
3. Now here's
On the
2nd and
sticks.
7.
Watch out now, 50 Fury.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 34. Call it a gain of 5.
Hey, that's crazy, Pooh. You the nigga wide open. Hey, 90-something accuracy, 90-something everything. Throw that bitch in the dirt.
On its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders
Throw
in the
that
box
motherfucker in
coming
the dirt.
after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st
That
down.
nigga been playing style ball the whole game.
Defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down. And we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind when whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. With Mostert up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Raheem Mostert saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, man, did me when they giving that pick.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. There he goes, left side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Ravens. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Taken from about the 12. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Mostert. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 18. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Dow Jackson. That is caught. Bateman. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Jackson. Throw left side there, Schwartz with it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 43. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And that knee will do it. Can't stop the clock defensively, so they protected their home field, got the victory in the wild card round.
And rewarded their home crowd. They came out in force for this one, really supported them throughout the year, and boy, they were something special in this one. And maybe it's their last home game, and if so, they sent them out with a great visual, didn't they?
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
Look at that. Just don't get the interception. Look at that. Ball just magically disappeared through my guy. Went through his hand. Couldn't play it no better. There's the ball game right there. And he clocked me to death.